For 3 days from the 11th to the 13th, a joint worship service was held with Pastor Oksu Park, invited by Good News Byzantine Church, Good News Ulsan Church, and Good News Yunkian Church. It was a worship service commemorating the missionary visit to 6 countries in the South Pacific, and included performances prepared by church members. Next, a special video showing the missionary visit to 6 countries in the South Pacific was watched, and Minister of International Affairs Mac Makaroa, who planned to learn mind education, delivered a congratulatory speech. The Grachas Choir also performed a special praise performance. Pastor Oksu Park, who met the believers in each region that day, testified that he discovered the secret of forgiveness of sins through the Bible, and that since becoming one with God, he has been doing an amazing work of spreading the gospel to the whole world. Since the 11th, special mind training for Rwandan international business leaders has been held at Good News Suan Church. This training followed the Christian Business Forum held in Rwanda last July, and a total of 16 Rwandan businessmen and Cook Islands Minister of Education Mac Makaro attended. Starting with the welcome ceremony and entrance ceremony on the 11th, mind lectures and Bible lectures were held every morning, and inspections of leading domestic companies were held in the afternoon. On the 13th, Pastor Oksu Park preached the gospel to the Cook Islands minister and Rwandan businessmen who visited GNM Church, and also visited Suan Church on the 14th and 15th to preach the gospel. Cook Islands and Rwandan businessmen were happy, confident that their sins would be forgiven, and testified that they hoped to return to their countries and receive God's guidance. On the 13th, Good News Hambat Church held a joint worship service in Daejeon and Chuncheon to commemorate Pastor Jason King's visit. Pastor Jason King of Faith Church in Denver, Colorado, USA, serves as a KELF pastor and visited at the invitation of Pastor Kyun Cho of Hambat Church. A celebratory performance prepared by Hambat Church was held, and Pastor Jason King gave his testimony of salvation, saying that he had heard the gospel of justification through grace, not works. The next day, a total of 50 pastors shared their testimonies and words at the KELF meeting in the Daejeon Chuncheon area. Lincoln Middle and High School signed an MOU with FCA School in Denver, USA. FCA the school is where Pastor Jason King, who is active in KELF, serves as chaplain, and has about 500 students. On the 12th, Pastor Jason King, who visited Lincoln Middle and High School, signed an MOU as a representative, and Pastor King expressed his gratitude for the close relationship and cooperation between the two schools in nurturing students to become workers of the gospel. Next, there was a welcome event featuring dance and choir singing by middle school students. We look forward to active exchanges between the two schools in the future. The 2023 Benin National Retreat was held at the Benin Good News Cotonou Church from the 3rd to the 6th. About 1,500 people attended, including believers, and invited people from all over the country, and it was decorated with a variety of programs, including an academy. During the entire worship service, there were performances by Good News Corp members and local choirs, and Pastor Shini Ngoon of Good News Yongdu Church delivered a sermon. This retreat was a blessed time for the Benin believers to gain strength in their hearts and for new people to gain assurance of salvation. Good News the Philippine Church held a volunteer workshop at San Isidro Montebelcan City University ahead of the World Camp with Pastor Oksu Park, which will be held from the 19th to the 21st. Every Saturday since August 5, about 300 volunteers have been planning programs such as culture booths and mind recreation, and holding departmental meetings, and have learned about the world of the mind by listening to mind lectures.
It made me realize that the things that are not possible, that the things that are impossible can be possible. And even though it's hard, it can be possible, and we can go and we can make it. I'm looking forward to the languages that I will learn, and I am looking forward to the people that I will meet, and I am so excited to socialize.
The Philippine Church announced that it plans to hold the final workshop on Saturday the 16th, 3 days before the camp.